Ever feel like your paycheck arrives, throws a party, and walks out with everything? You're not alone. Most people treat income like a guest who eats everything and leaves. The wealthy treat it like a team member, an employee with a role, KPIs, and a monthly review. You don't need a multi-million-dollar portfolio or an inside IPO allocation to start. You don't need to own rental properties in another country to make this shift. You need one simple change: assign every dollar a job before it lands in your pocket. That's a CEO-level move anyone can learn. If success is your goal and you're ready to level up, make sure you subscribe. Every video is crafted to move you closer to the life you deserve. Let's dive in. Number 1. Give every dollar a job before it arrives. Stop waiting for money to decide what to do. Treat incoming pay like hiring. Every dollar gets a job title before it enters your account. $1 becomes savings associate. 1 becomes growth trainee. 1 becomes vacation fund. When you plan roles first, spending becomes intentional instead of accidental. Concretely, write down your monthly incoming amount. Now, allocate explicit percentages and dollar amounts. When dollars are pre-assigned, you remove friction and temptation. You don't have to willpower through grocery impulse buys because the funds for groceries are already credited to a labeled account. You won't raid long-term accounts for one-night thrills because those accounts weren't touched in the first place. Think of yourself as the boss. You don't hope money behaves. You give it a job and track performance. That tiny shift moves you from reactive spender to proactive CEO. Now that every dollar has a job on paper, how do you choose employees who actually work while you sleep? We'll hire those night shift performers next. Number 2. Hire dollars that work while you sleep. The wealthy prefer workers that never call in sick. These are dollars placed into things that generate returns without hourly labor. Think of them as employees that show up at 2 a.m. and still punch a time card. They can pay you dividends, interest, or rental checks while you focus on life. Pick one mechanism where your money puts in hours behind the scenes. That could be buying fractional shares through a modern platform, choosing a low-cost index approach, or channeling $50 a month into a passive vehicle that compounds. The point is to shift dollars from consumed now to earning later. Enable an automatic transfer on payday. Treat the transfer like payroll for your dollars. If the transfer happens before you can mentally spend the money, the dollars get hired first and spent later, if at all. Label accounts vividly: night shift growth, weekend fun, home boss fund. Labels create ownership and reduce the psychological urge to spend where you shouldn't. Number 3. Fire lazy dollars sitting in checking. Checking accounts are comfortable, but comfort costs you. When your cash lounges in a low-interest account, inflation quietly trims its value. That means you're effectively paying a fee just to keep money where it's not working. It's like keeping an employee's salary without assigning them tasks. If inflation averages 3% annually and your checking yields 0.1%, then $1,000 left idle loses purchasing power about $29 in a year. That's real. Over 5 years, losses compound. Make your unused dollars earn at least a tiny return, or hedge them in short-duration options that don't sacrifice accessibility. Create a simple ladder. Keep 1 month of expenses in checking, 2 months in a liquid, slightly higher yield account, and the rest in your chosen growth or income options. Set transfers to run automatically and treat the system like payroll cycles. Think of idle money as an employee on unpaid leave. It looks safe, but it's costing you future capacity. Reassign it to roles where it adds value. Once lazy dollars are gone, how do you turn the reinvested returns into an engine that hires even more employees? That's the magic of promotion. We'll promote your dollars next. Number 4. Promote dollars into managers that hire more dollars. Promotion is compounding in disguise. When your returns don't just pay you but are reinvested, those returns go out and recruit new workers. A 10-years dividend reinvested can buy fractional ownership that produces another new dollars next year, which buys more, and it snowballs. Enable automatic reinvestment where possible. If your chosen instruments offer a reinvestment program, turn it on. If they pay out in cash, set up automated transfers to reinvest that cash. The key is to avoid letting earned returns sit idle. Teach your managers to hire prudently. Diversify so one manager doesn't hire only one type of worker. That means spreading reinvestment into different sectors or vehicles to avoid single-point failure. Promotions are powerful, but managers need oversight. How do you make sure your dollars aren't mismanaged or sabotaged by bad decisions? Next, we'll train you to be a better boss. Number 5. Train your employees with financial education. You wouldn't hire someone to run your accounts without teaching them basic procedures. Treat your money the same way. Your knowledge is the training manual. A small time investment in financial literacy yields outsized returns because it helps you avoid costly errors and spot high-probability opportunities. Schedule 15 minutes daily for quality learning. Read an industry-agnostic analysis, watch a short explainer on vehicles, or learn tax rules relevant to your jurisdiction. Knowledge isn't a trophy, it's a protective net that keeps your dollars productive. Before you move money, ask 3 questions. 1. What role will this dollar perform? 2. What is the downside? 3. How will I know it's working? If you can't answer these quickly, pause and gather info. The social accountability reduces the chance of impulsive mistakes, and your dollars perform better when your decisions are less emotional. Education helps you avoid bad moves, but you also need rules to stop dollars taking on too many jobs. Next up, focusing dollars so they don't get stretched thin. Number 6. Don't let dollars work 2 jobs. Focus them. Trying to make $1 do too many things leads to chaos. When one bucket pays for emergencies, vacations, and retirement, you'll inevitably raid the long-term bucket during short-term stress. The wealthy separate responsibilities into dedicated accounts so each dollar knows its remit. Create clearly labeled buckets for each life goal: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. Each bucket has a distinct strategy: quick access cash for emergencies, conservative vehicles for medium-term goals, and longer duration growth for long-term goals. Don't mix them. Separation reduces mental accounting errors. When a bucket is earmarked for something specific, you stop treating it like universal cash. Labeling is simple, but it changes behavior. Focused dollars work better, but even focused dollars can be destroyed by toxic costs. How do you protect your workforce from bad bosses and leaks? That's the next point. Number 7. Protect employees from bad bosses and money leaks. Bad bosses destroy talent, and bad financial habits destroy capital. High-interest debt, recurring unwanted subscriptions, and careless lifestyle inflation are ruthless managers who confuse your dollars. Fix the governance. For 1 month, list every outflow over 5 highlight recurring items. You'll discover subscriptions, automatic upgrades, and multiple small fees that add up. Cancel what you don't use, renegotiate services, and put a freeze on new recurring costs for 90 days. Attack high-interest obligations first. If you're paying 18-24% on certain balances, those dollars are working overtime to pay interest instead of earning returns. Refinance or consolidate where possible, and move the freed-up cash into productive roles. Use simple things like alerts for large transactions, a separate card for subscriptions, and yearly subscription audits. These are administrative but powerful. Once your dollars are protected, you'll want them to take scheduled breaks without derailing growth. How do wealthy people budget for enjoyment without losing momentum? Next section. Number 8. Give employees planned time off. Budget for joy. Wealth isn't a joyless spreadsheet. Smart people budget for pleasure so their lifestyle doesn't cannibalize growth. The wealthy plan discretionary spending the same way they plan payroll. It's predictable, scheduled, and doesn't disrupt operations. Allocate a specific percentage of net income to guilt-free spending. For many, 5-10% is a good start. That's your fun fund. Put the money in a labeled account and spend from it without guilt. The result: you enjoy life and keep progress intact. Tie small rewards to milestone progress. When your core growth account reaches an extra $1,000, allow a $100 treat. This creates positive reinforcement without derailing the plan. If you do one thing from today, make it automatic allocations. Move even $10 automatically on payday into a growth account. Do it repeatedly. Systems beat intensity. Over months and years, this creates momentum that outperforms bursts of willpower. I'm dedicated to helping you achieve financial freedom through right knowledge. If this video resonated with you, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more wisdom. Now, if you want to know about the stealth wealth rules of the top 1%, then watch this video. I'll see you there.